Hi everyone, it's Mandy Schneider. We're here with week 5. This one was giving me a little bit of trouble, and I don't know what it was, but something about it was just making me crazy. So I'll show you what ended up happening. This has been on my table for a little bit because maybe I wasn't feeling it, and so maybe that was the problem, because there was a lot of color to this one, so maybe that was it. I don't know. Oops. So these are my colors: yellow, orange, blue, and a hint of pink with some red. So I chose I think they're Mambi. I'm not positive, but I think that's what this collection is, because I do get some collections and I just put them together. Now I did journal because I know Crazy Cropping Chick mentioned that I should journal, and you know what, if you saw my process video, the album share, you know that I journaled a lot back when I first started, and then I got out of it, and I don't know why. And I guess maybe because I just loved all the pictures more, and I just forgot. I don't know, but if you guys saw that video, you'll know that I ended up saying that this is one thing I'll do, because I wanted to do what everybody else did, was get a typewriter and do all that stuff. But then I was like, well, since pictures of me are not really going to be in here, I thought, well, at least my writing can be, because my husband, his grandmother wrote him a special letter when she was alive, and it's in her writing and it's hard to read, but it was her. And so that, I think, is the word resonated with me, and so that's why I decided I'm just going to use my own writing. It sucks, everything, it's all that stuff, but it's me. So I can't do more than that, and so I decided to journal about these pictures. So, okay. Now I fell in love with this card. I guess for this particular set, I liked life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. And because I'm constantly saying how I don't really do too much, but I still love Project Life and I love weekly, so I'm going with it, so it doesn't matter. So here we go. Yeah, I know someone mentioned me doing half and half, but I think my time is will not be within the time frame that I'm hoping to do. So I don't know if that's going to work or not, but you have ways of finding me. And let me take off some of that glue. It'll dry clear, but I think this is Teresa Collins, but the colors on it were so perfect. How can I not use it, right? So, and then, oh gosh, what was I telling you guys? Oh, can't even remember. I have no clue. You guys can tell me what I was telling you. But, okay, let's find another subject to talk about. My daughter, she went to, she's 22. She decided she wanted to go to bartending school, so she did. It was like a 2-week course, and she had a blast, and she passed, and so now we need to get her a job so that way she can find her way in life and what she wants to do. Now my daughter, she's a really awesome girl. I love her to death. She is she wanted to be a teacher for special needs, and she just could not handle school, so she said forget it. And I constantly tell her it's a disservice that you did for the children. They needed you. So, but she's like, I'm done with school, I don't want to do this anymore. So it's like, okay, fine. So she dropped out, and that was really sad, but they're grown up and you can't do anything about that. So all you can do is go, all right, are you sure? Come on, stick with it. But no, she did not want to. So I was like, okay, fine. But so she went to bartending school and she liked it, and so I'm like, okay, that's cool, let's go with it. And then this picture, you'll see, I made the local paper. We live in a small town, and I made the paper because I quilt and I'm part of a quilt guild, and we I brought this to the guild. I wanted to make quilts for soldiers, and it's called Quilts of Valor, and I wanted to do this so bad, and we were able to. So we hooked up with them, and the guild ladies said yeah, they were all for it. So they said, let's do it. And I was ecstatic. And so next thing we know, we have all kinds of quilts ready to give out. We've given out 2 already, and we have more to do. Okay, now look at this. This is what I decided to do. Because don't worry about cutting up your stuff or hiding stuff. Don't worry about it. You know, I'm not a hoarder, so I want to use the stuff I buy. I don't want to keep it for a later date. No, I want to use it now. So, you know, keep that in mind when you do things. You know, you don't have to keep it the way that you buy it. So, let me make sure that was the right one. Yes, it is. So I did a play on words. This came in one of the, is a chip, or not a wood veneer, and it says today. Don't be afraid of cutting it up to fit whatever you need. So I wanted it to say love to, and then I had this October afternoon flare, and it says read. And this week I finished 3 books. I love these authors, and they are so spectacular. Well, this one I finished, and then on like a Monday. These books came out on a Tuesday. Well, I'm like, hello, I need to read that. So I ended up reading that one first. Christine Feehan. She's like my favorite author. I got to meet her. Those are my heroes. Those are the people I want autographs for. I don't care about stars. You know, I can see somebody on the street and, you know, they're just another person. But you give me an author, oh, one of my favorite authors, I'm like, oh my gosh, can I have your autograph? You know, because they are what makes everything real. So they bring everything to life by their writing. So I'm like, oh yeah, I got to meet her and I loved her. So I finished that in one day. So I really didn't. And these are from Freckled Fawn. And I wanted to say keep being awesome. Yep. I wanted to make these extra special. And then this one's Janine Frost. If you are familiar with Janine Frost, she is the author of Cat and Bones. That's how I named my babies. So Bones, Cat. This is the author, because I love her books. And I'm like, okay. When I adopted Cat and Bones, I was like, I know exactly what I'm naming you. So, but you know, this is Mama Bones. We call her Mama Bones because she's the mama of Cat. They were both given up at the same time. So she's the mama. So I call her Mama Bones. And she's nowhere near Bones, but that's okay. That was a Heidi Swap little thing in the back. I found it on clearance at Michael's, and I'm like, okay, I think I can do something with this. And lo and behold, I did. And I loved it. So, oh, this book was so good. I finished this one in a day too. So it was like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I did nothing but read, I guess. So I'm like, oh, this is also Freckled Fawn. So that's also another awesome one. And then, you know, I don't, sometimes the pictures will talk to me, and I know it's weird, but no. And I'll know how I kind of want things to go in my head. And then other times I can't pick an idea out of my brain to save my life. Well, this was kind of one of those times. I was like, okay, I think enough is enough. Doesn't have to be great, but I was like, good grief, fab, simply wonderful. Those are what I was thinking they were good. Let's see. Oh, I know, this one. Trying to remember how I put this together. Since I have a wedding tomorrow to go to, and it's been on my brain because I am not a girly girl. You know, I'm tattooed and just someone who just isn't a girly girl. I don't wear makeup. Maybe I should, but I don't. And I don't even know how to apply it. Eyeliner, I can do eyeliner. See, look at this. This must have been the family set, and that's the set I used. But instead I covered it up, and then I'm going to put Crazy Good, because this was homemade pizza. We're trying to be healthy eaters, and so it was whole wheat crust, and then we put spinach and artichokes and healthy stuff. So, and we did portion control, which is like phenomenal because hey, you can eat a whole pizza. I'm not sure if you can see this, but like, I took a picture of that seagull landing and it caught a fish, and it was super cool. It was awesome. Okay, so we had a party for friends and family to come over, and drinks were on us, and she got to bartend, and it was perfect. So we had a great time. Those are her best friends right here. She's had since high school, and they're really fun. This one wants to be a lawyer, and yeah, she'll be a good one. So she loves to argue. So I always give her a hard time. Her dad raised her. Her dad's single, and he's a good friend of ours. So it's really cool to see that she's, you know, in college and she's doing good, and they still like each other. So remember that this glue will dry. Okay, so remember I told you last time the reflections. Both my husband and I are doing reflections now. This is since there's glare. My husband put new lights in, and it's really glary, I think, but I don't know. It looks like this portion right here is a little glary, but hopefully we'll figure out what's going on. And then this one, I ended up covering up the little birds. No big deal. Okay, so I gotta tell you a little story about this one. We get to the beach. We live 45 minutes away from Monterey, and it was too funny because we get there and I'm like, oh, there's nobody there. It's just us. And I'm like, come on, I've seen this. I've seen people do this heart thing, right? And I'm like, come on, let's do it. And so we're looking around because we're like feeling really silly. We're like, oh my gosh. So he's like, really? And I'm like, yeah. And so we did it. And you know, we're like hurrying up. And then I was like, oh man, I sucked at it because mine looks more like a tiger claw than it's a tiger claw than an actual heart. And we were laughing. So we were being really silly goobers. But that was a good memory because, you know, here we are looking around. Hopefully no one sees us, you know, and this is a pose that I'm sure everyone has seen on pregnant women's bellies with the dad doing it. Well, I have a food belly, but not a real baby belly. So I was like, let's do it this way. And so we were playing around, and it was so much fun. And so we felt really silly. And then I gotta tell you something else about this because this is cute. So my husband, I'll show you what I'll do right now. I'm all over the place, but hey, there'll be pictures. You can find me on Mandy Schneider's Crafting Adventures on Facebook. So I will be there if you want to see pictures of this, of close-ups. So my husband, being wonderful husband that he is, I told him, I said, look, whoops, I said, do these little things look cute? I said, you know, I think I want these little, I got these from, I believe, they take 10 kits. And so I said, look, I'm gonna put these guys on here. And I showed him, and he's like, what? We're not using the restroom. We're not even near the restroom. And I was like, they're potty people. They're a boy and a girl. That's me and you. I was like, we're not going potty. And he's like, oh. I said, it's popular and I like them. I was like, come on. And he's like, oh, okay. He didn't get what I was trying to. I was like, you know, upset with him, but not upset. He's just laughing because I'm like, we're not going potty. And then we're going to, we're driving to another town, and he goes, oh my God, he goes, look at that truck. It has the potty people that you like on the back. And I was like, oh my God. So now he's going to see potty people and point it out to me now. But, so I was laughing. So now I think of potty people and I think of my husband. So he just didn't get it. He didn't understand why I wanted that on this little picture of me and him. So my hands are a little sticky right now. So there we go, there we go. Almost done, and I'm doing it in a good time frame. I think I got this from the swag bag. Those little... Did you guys go check out the swag bags? Aren't they fun? I hope you guys ordered some because they were worth having. And I think March is going to come out soon. So I can't wait. And then every 100 subscribers I get, I will have a swag bag as a giveaway. So if you keep an eye on things, you'll see that. Uh-oh. Here, I'll put this. Okay. I think it was simple, but hey, it's done, right? And it looks kind of cool. So hopefully you got something out of it that you liked. Wow, I am all over the place with this glue today. I don't know why. I'm shaking like crazy. I don't know, maybe it's because that wedding tomorrow. I really am like, oh. I bought heels that are like 3 inches or something. Oh, that's what I was telling you. I was like, I suck at being a girl, and I bought heels that have a stiletto heel and a dress that... I don't know, wish me luck. Please wish me luck that I don't break an ankle or break my face. So one or the other. So I'll let you know how it goes, because maybe I'll have ER pictures for week, what are we on? 7? 6? Maybe 7. I think we're on week 7. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys like it. Thank you so much. We'll see you. Good night. Bye.